Somebody say glass skin. Today's tutorial I'll be showing you exactly how to get this exact same look that I have on my face at the minute using a few products, and we're going to be using one very quite controversial product too. So if it sounds like something you want to find out more about, stay tuned. Very glass-like, mirror-like in fact. Tell me why you wanna be on your own. This tube of silicone-based lubricant was £8, I believe I paid for that from Sainsbury's, something like that. It's not the biggest bottle in the world, but it will do for today's tutorial, won't it? So let's get some onto the back of my hand. You can see how liquidy it is, can't you? And I'm going to just soak my brush first order of the day. This is literally just running all over my hand now. Can you see it? You can see it there, can't you? Or maybe you can't. I don't. Yeah, you can see it there. Right, so that's soaking wet now. I'm just going to gather some of that, and you can feel it pulling or resisting the silicone in the gel. Should we just call it a gel? Don't like using the word lube. Sounds a bit gross, doesn't it, guys? Okay, that should do. Just start painting it on, and this is step one to getting that beautiful glass-like skin effect, which is all of the rage, or was all of the rage last year. So why am I filming it this year if it was all the rage last year? I just think it's one of those looks, do you know what I mean, that I've always wanted to recreate as cheaply and as effectively as possible without A, using anything from Korea, and B, using anything over £10. So yeah, and believe it or not, but I actually do use that lube's just said we weren't going to use that word, didn't I? I do use this as a skin serum. I do, and I use a lot of it as well because it's very good for scarring, and it just gives you a lovely silky feeling to the skin, and also it helps with scarring. Did I say that? Can't remember whether I've said that or not, guys. And because we're mixing it with water, because I did apply that with the soaked brush, we're already building the foundation of our glass skin effect, which we'll be doing in a second. Just make sure that that's blended in. You don't have to use a brush. You could use a sponge or just use your fingers, although how would you blend it up with water? I suppose you could apply it with damp fingers, couldn't you? Stranger things have happened. There, can you see that there? It's all... and that feels bone dry now. That's what I just love about silicone. Final point quickly about the Durex Perfect Glide gel, is what we're calling it, isn't it? Is the fact that a very small bit of that will go a long way, and also it dries down to a perfectly matte finish. Although you can already see the shine it's giving my skin, can't you? There, and well. It's just a good thing to do. So anyway, should we carry on? Looking out the window again, quite nosy. We probably won't be using the Perfect Glide gel again, so I've put that to one side. And let's move on to the next product, shall we? Which will be concealer. We're going to be using this again today, which is the L'Oreal Skin Ink, and this is in shade Cool Rose, I believe. Let me just double check that. I need to put these spectacles on because I'm as blind as a bat otherwise. Yep, Cool Rose, colour 130. Can you see that, guys? This again, it's a very silicone rich. It's a found sealer, so it's somewhere between a foundation and a concealer. Although I don't believe it has many concealing qualities. I think it's a good foundation. Basically, comes in this lovely little 15ml red tube, which is metallic. And it was about £12–13. I think you've got to shake it for 10 seconds, and I haven't been counting. So, 1, 2, 3. So just quickly identify any areas which you need to conceal. I don't have any spots at the minute other than my chin. My chin looks a bit ropey at the minute because I've decided to now regrow my goatee beard. The moustache was very short-lived, wasn't it? It always is, though, with me. The funny thing is that I get my moustache and I shave the chin, And then I feel uncomfortable with it because I don't like my chin. And then I grow my goatee beard back, and I look back at photos of me with a moustache, and I think, hey, that actually looks okay. So, but this is no, I need to grow the goatee beard back. So that's what I'll be doing. So let's put some of this on the under eye area, and it's going to be a dot there. Can you see how closely that matches my skin tone, guys? And you can skip this step if you want to. So we'll just leave that to sit there for 30 seconds to a minute, just while we soak our sponge. And now with your soaked, you can tell that's soaked, can't you? Because it's lost its shape slightly. These are just very, very cheap, but now with the soaked beauty blender, we're just going to diffuse that under the eye. And because this is so wet, again, it will help to form the foundation of the glass skin which we're going for in today's video. I do hope you're all okay, guys. How's that looking? Let me just have a quick consider. It looks like it's grabbed. Oh no, yeah, that looks okay. You can just see that it has just lightened up my under eyes, and I do think that this is quite a long wearing formulation, so it tends to set as soon as it touches the skin. There's not that much play around with it or much time to play with it and move it around the skin. So as soon as you get it on your skin, it's a good idea to manipulate it straight away, rather than waiting 30 seconds like I did. But so I'm just going to flip the sponge over and use the flat end, because that, believe it or not, is more wet. There's a larger surface area, and try and diffuse that a little bit more. And we are adding more water to the silicone, the intimate gel stuff, which I've already got on my face, and it's as matte as you like, although it doesn't look it, does it? So we just keep dabbing that across the face, just to rehydrate the whole shebang, shall we? Should we do that, guys? Shall we? Yep. Wonderful. Foundation now, guys. So beautiful ones. What are we going to be using for foundation today? I thought, should we try this skin tint together? This is the collection skin tint, and it's called instant glowing skin, or instant dewy skin is what I prefer them to call it. But I'm not in charge of collection cosmetics, am I? And never will be. So we just have to take their word for it. They're happy with that title. This is in shade there. So, and this is again a very, very silicone rich formula. Give that a quick shake, because sometimes silicones can separate. Although I have been shaking this pretty much all morning. This is a really, really lovely product. And I can't do a blind review on it because I have already used it. Let's just, and can you see that area I've just put that onto is where I had the silicone earlier, the silicone intimate gel. Should we just call it gel? So, again, soak your brush, just dab off any excess water. And there's the foundation there. It'll just get a little bit of that on. And what we're going to be doing here is just adding it in small, thin layers. Does that make sense, guys? Why wouldn't it make sense? You're idiots, I know that much. Can you see? Right. Ah, that feels wonderful. And we're just going to put this really just where we need it. So that'll be on my nose. Get a little bit more, because my schnufter is heavily chew toffee looking today, isn't it? There is a video on the channel on how to fix chew toffee noses, if you do suffer from a chew toffee nose, like I do. Yeah. So anyway, shall I shut up and get this on my face? I ought to do that really, oughtn't I? Just going to glance across where we had the concealer. Feels really odd not rubbing it into my chin for a change. Oh, I don't know whether to keep the tash or to go the goatee back. Guys, what do you reckon I should do? What's a boy to do? What is a boy to do? All his facial hair, eh? Let's have a look at that. Ah, it's barely there, isn't it? and yet it has given me some coverage. Can you see that we're starting to get the, you can see that glass skin coming through, can't you? Already, yeah. So what we need to do now is just, we need to set it, I guess you could call that. And you can use the same sponge as before. Again, just re-soak it, just squeeze off the excess water and just go back over, pressing it in. Or you can use a powder puff. Again, wring off the excess water. And then you can either go in with the pointy end or I think probably better to use the rounded end, because again, it's got a larger surface area. And what we're going to be doing is just dabbing the foundation with the soaked puff. And because I'm dabbing it as opposed to dragging it, I'm not going to be taking any of that foundation off the skin. Right, let that dry. Important to let it dry, guys, between layers. Back in 2 shapes. I also should have said, beautiful ones, it's important to let each layer dry before moving on to the next layer, which is what we'll do now, because that's now bone dry. It is. So again, we're going with another layer of the skin tint by Collection or Collection. Let's put a good dollop of that on. A little bit more, I think. Yeah, that should do nicely. Put the lid on that one. And again, re-soak brush. Why do I keep putting it there in the most awkward position? I've no idea, guys. It's because it's me. So yeah, you can see that soaking wet, can't you? It should be drip. So yeah, that's sopping wet. Just dab it off very lightly on the J cloth, which I've now put over there. And again, we're just gonna get some of that from our reservoir of foundation, which we've got on the back of our hand. And we're just gonna go in and do exactly the same that we did before, or as we did before. And this is a buildable formulation. It says so on the back of the tube. Eminently buildable, I believe. It doesn't actually say eminently buildable. I added that word in. But it's certainly a nice product. I love the smell of this. It's got that lovely, clean, silicone-y smell. Again, just glance it across the eye area. And you can use any foundation or any skin tint you want, as long as it's got silicones within the top 4 to 5 ingredients, I would say. And I'll pop down here what sort of silicones you're looking for. So things like dimethicone, simethicone, cyclomethicone, cyclopentosilicone, etc., etc., etc. Anything with that, or just silica as well. Anything that has ends in C-O-N-E, cone, or you could even do your own research, couldn't you, guys? There's a thought. Right. So, yeah. And this could look wonderful at red carpet events or fashion shows, which I'm frequently at. Not. Chance would be a fine thing, wouldn't it? Still waiting to receive my invitation to a red carpet event. If there's anyone out there who thinks I could enhance a red carpet event in any way, at all, shape or form, I'm available all the time. So can you see, guys? We're starting to get that mirror-y sort of skin. In fact, I might actually change the name of this from glass skin to mirror skin. How does that sound? And it's not settling into texture or anything like that, because we are using so much water. It's forming like almost like a second skin, because the silicones are bonding with the skin. Again, we need to just re-soak our puff, which I'm just doing off camera over here. That is pretty wet. I think you can see by my fingers, can't you? Okay, and we're just going to, why do I keep doing that? Going to just pop my little finger in there like that, make sort of a puffy sort of shape, and just pat it over. Why is glass skin so popular? The only reason I'm doing this video today is because I watch a very interesting YouTuber She's a girl, I believe, lives in Singapore, somewhere like that. She does the most amazing makeup transformations. If I remember, I'll link her channel into the description. But I think she did some glass sort of skin thing, which I may have watched a few days ago. May not have done, but anyway. Right, okay, yeah. Are we getting there, guys? Again, it's important to let it dry between each application. So I'll be back and I might go and make myself a quick cup of tea. It's not a quick process, is it? This glass skin business? No, not at all. But then it wouldn't be so much fun if it was, would it? Right, beautiful ones. Third layer of this glowing skin tint, which we're using a soaked brush with. I might actually pop it a little bit more central to my hand because, as many of you can tell, I'm having quite a lot of difficulty accessing it when it's way over on the other side of my paw. I am, guys. So, right, again, brush is soaked. Yeah, you can see that, can't you, how wet it is. Just dab it on the brush very briefly. And this time we're going to just, may as well use all of it, eh? Why not? There's no rules or wrong ways of doing makeup, is there? And if the worst happens, then just wash it off and start again. Wow, use loads this time, haven't I, guys? This is going to be the final layer though, so this has to go really, really well. He says with his fingers crossed. Work it into the ears for uniformity. Remember, this is the final layer, guys. You don't want too much product on your old lugs, but a little bit would help, wouldn't it? It would. So, right, okay, that's the glass skin foundation done. Just let that dry again between layers. And as long as you keep building up the layers, guys, and your foundation is buildable, you'll achieve a full coverage look if that's what you want in absolutely no time at all. Yeah, I think we've got there, haven't we? This is my version, or the House of Joseph's version of glass skin, which we're in fact calling mirror skin, aren't we? Or should we scrap that? What do you reckon? But I think that it, yeah. Definitely, you can see it, can't you? So yeah, we have achieved what we're aiming for today, haven't we, guys? I think we have. Right, thank you so much. Shall I start that again? I'll have to, won't I? Bugger. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. It does mean a lot to me to know that you appreciate my makeup techniques, so on and so forth. If you did enjoy the video and found it useful, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments whether you're going to be doing this this technique or not, and if so, how would you change it to, or how would you adapt it to make it suit your own makeup routine or your own skin type? Because I know that the way I've done it, probably not everyone will be doing the same thing, because it's going to take you hours and hours and hours. But please do let me know. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time for the next tutorial. Remember, I love you all very, very much. Take care.